certified pedophiles. Wop. That fuck 'em up. Wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably
A minor. To Ehizoje, everyone's favorite Nigerian.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Hey, it's that real life shit, nigga.
Yeah, welcome to a Real Life Shit podcast, the realest hip hop podcast in the world. Hosted by everyone's favorite Nigerian, Ehizoje, aka the Anointed One. Go ahead, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All you gotta do is spell my name right. That's Ehizoje. Again, that's Ehizoje. And go ahead, follow the podcast too. They got their own handle. That's RLS_podcast. Again, that is RLS_podcast. And on today's episode, I got one of my co-hosts with me, and I have a guest with me as well, first timer. Go ahead, tell people who you is, what you be doing, and why they should follow you. Guest first.
Hi y'all, my name is Angie. I be doing cosmetology and shit. You know, honestly, y'all should follow me just because if you want random entertainment at any time of the day, unless I'm at work. Yeah, that's it.
Super.
Where can they follow you at?
What's your
Oh
handle?
yeah, that's a good question.
Then you
All
don't
right.
know your IG handle?
My IG handle is like crispy_gypsy or something like that. But if we gonna be real, don't follow me on IG. Follow me on Twitter.
It's all right. We'll add it in later.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome, Angie.
I'm happy to be here.
What's the word? It's your boy Henn Dawg, Mr. Song a Day. You know, spreading love and high vibrations. You know, I keep a playlist in rotation. Please check out Love Henn Dawg playlist part 2. Dropped that a couple weeks ago. Got none other than Ehizoje on that one. Bunch of other local artists, but definitely want to just kind of curate some vibes, put people onto some new music. Got a new one dropping soon here too, next time we pause. So tap in with me at JR_Ignatius on all platforms. The link will be in my bio there. So
Welcome back to the podcast, Henry. So if y'all can tell by the intro music, maybe if you just haven't been paying attention to life around you over the past month, we're at the end of what seemingly is the end of one of the biggest hip hop beefs ever. Drake, Kendrick, cemented by Not Like Us. So now that this has been in rotation for about like a week, I want to say, right? It feels like a long week. I feel like I've been hearing Not Like Us like all year, but it really has only been since Memorial Day? So 2 weeks actually.
not Memorial Day. Memorial Day.
I think
up.
it's because he.
Oh, what was the? Yeah. Oh, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah,
my fault.
It's because he like dropped it on like a Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. So it's been 2 weeks of Not Like Us.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think won the beef?
It was always gonna be Kendrick.
Oh,
It was always gonna be Kendrick.
All right, why?
If we're gonna be real, they both talented or whatever, right? But Kendrick Lamar is a better rapper MC than Drake is, and he always has been. Like,
but why did Kendrick win the beef? You're giving me the overarching. I'm talking about the specific beef. Why did Kendrick win?
Because he basically did everything Drake usually do and got more support with it. Like, we gonna be real. Like I said, Kendrick is the better rapper. So when you do shit the same way that a nigga that's his style. Like man. Okay, so like he dropped a jazzy little beat with 616.
Little soul, yeah.
Real soulful, yeah.
Yeah, real soulful. He had the club going up with Not Like Us.
True.
And Euphoria started off real poetic and then it got real hyped. Yeah. And he did. It's like 3 beat changes in that song.
Yeah, the crescendo. And
real,
then he
like right when he was talking about you better walk right.
No
Yeah, he's like you better walk like Daft Punk. It started beat changing. Like it was just too many beat changes. Drake couldn't handle it. And then on top of that, like how you get on a track and don't even study the reference. How you get on a track and don't even study the reference?
Talk about it. All right. Talk about it.
I was just saying, like he was talking about mother. Oh my bad.
So,
go ahead.
No. It's fine to piggyback off of that. Yes, Drake got the reference wrong, but I'm not gonna say Drake didn't understand it. I mean, it was in our face. Mother I Sober is a very in your face record. I think Drake just tried to flip it because that is what rap is. You know, they like to be hyperbolic. They like to stretch the truth. But because people dislike Drake, it don't fucking matter because he did not stick to what the actual message of Mother I Sober was. But a lot of rappers just make shit up.
Nah.
Most of these niggas is lying, bro. Most of these rapping niggas, they all lying,
Yeah,
bro.
most of them are lying. I think it's partly like the subject matter that he decided to lie about. 2, it was about like something that was so sentimental to Kendrick, while also Kendrick is talking to him about him being the lowest common denominator of degenerates. So it made it easy for people to be like, no, 1, you're a pedophile, right? 2, you're talking about like domestic abuse and child abuse as a pedophile and trying to flip it on somebody else like he was abused when we could clearly just point to the song and say that he wasn't abused. So I'm not mad at the flip. I'm mad at the execution. The execution was just off. It was like just don't do that, bro. Like leave it alone.
In my opinion, it would have made more sense if he played off of Kendrick's mother being molested instead of trying to make it about Kendrick being molested. Because I guess I haven't listened to Mother I. I've told myself I'm gonna give myself a chance to listen to Mr. Morale. It ain't came yet, and I'm not about to just listen to it just because everybody else is listening to it and this beef is happening. But in the song, I'm pretty sure he does talk about how people don't believe him about being molested because his mother. You can't really. I mean, people lie all the time, but it's the reference is literally right there, and you go and you talk about something where he literally said, like, you basically proving his point because you still didn't believe Kendrick when he said I wasn't molested. If he had talked about Kendrick's mom being molested and somehow, some shape or form, do some little witty rap shit, maybe it could have, because Family Matters was a good track. And it low-key did have me looking at Kendrick like, damn, you be beating your girl? Damn.
It was a good track, but he made a lot of mistakes on there as well, too.
Yeah, you can't just go after every single body if this is, you responded to Kendrick.
I think the main mistake on that track, and people were saying, oh, he responded to too many people. He talked about Kendrick and to Kendrick enough for it to not to matter. He had like about 4 to 5 minutes of it going straight at Kendrick and about 2 minutes going at everybody else.
It's only the second.
Second verse is the most hypest verse.
His only real mistake was not splitting the tracks up. If he had dropped it as an EP, that shit would have went crazy. Especially that third track by itself. That probably
the third track is the one
that probably would be doing streaming numbers close to Not Like Us. It wouldn't be at Not Like Us because Not Like Us is a certified hit.
Part 6 is that the third?
No, the third track on Family Matters.
Kendrick just opened his mouth.
Somebody give him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? Because I want to talk to the man of the house.
Okay.
Just the instrumental itself. The instrumental nasty. I think he sampled the same shit that he sampled on Headlines, but instead of flipping it, they're all like, let's just keep the source material because that's just nasty. If he had just
the flow, everything. If
he had split that 3 up, because even the second, like where he's talking to everybody else, like those are bars. Like he's killing these niggas. He killed them.
You notice Rick Ross ain't replied.
Yeah, Rick Ross ain't replied. ASAP might reply. ASAP should reply.
I wouldn't. You a house dad at this point.
ASAP has to reply.
Why does he have to reply? He's fucking Rihanna.
Because Drake started it by talking about Rihanna. You cannot talk about.
I'm fucking Rihanna.
No, you cannot talk about my girl like that.
He did it ASAP off. No. He said, I already hit your BM, bro.
I just feel
and we only care about you when you bring outfits.
Y'all capping. Y'all capping right now.
All your boys
because if y'all are in a relationship,
if y'all just go be a father.
No. Hold on. Wait. Stop. I will mute y'all's mic.
And he won, bro.
I will mute y'all's mic.
And he won.
We cannot all talk at the same time.
He has Rihanna. He won. I want to be clear.
Okay.
All this shit doesn't matter.
Okay.
But
I hear you.
But in this rap beef, he got to stop.
I hear you. What do you guys say?
I feel like he doesn't have to respond. He don't. I just feel like if he responds, he gonna look like Party did when he was trying to defend Megan. Stupid. Y'all know who Party is? Megan.
Arsene Fontaine.
When he be trying to defend Megan just in general.
I'm confused. There's too many parties.
You're not Party next door.
Okay.
I don't know bro last name. I just know that Megan X. But I know he's like a songwriter, rapper, and all of that.
Yeah.
So when he be just trying, not now because he's dating somebody else, but when he was like in his, I'm gonna defend my woman. Bro looked as stupid. He just looked as stupid. But I get what you're saying.
All right. Other than the irony of what you just said, let me go into. let me just respond to this. if y'all have a significant other and their ex continues to spew hate on a public platform that they have, and one of the biggest public platforms we've ever seen in music, continues to spew hate about your ex, and you also happen to perform in the same genre that that person does, and you don't respond, and this is hip hop, you're a bitch. This is hip hop. This is rap. You're a bitch.
Oh no, for
ASAP
sure.
has to respond, and he should have responded in the first place. That's why I wasn't mad at the. It took him too long to respond. This nigga Drake put out a whole track called Anti. It's not called Anti. Fear of Heights, where he's pretty much just destroying Anti, which was Rihanna's last project. He should have responded. It's like, you cannot talk about my girl for 16 bars flipping her last album. It's like. I'm gonna respond. Drake hit him back. It was a good punch back, but ASAP 100% should continue that. That's the realest beef
I feel like it's over
out of
now.
all these niggas. It's not over until the ASAP responds.
The Weeknd and Drake, that's the realest beef. It's bodies.
No, all right. When I said realest beef, when I said realest beef, I meant
niggas shooting this shit, so I don't know. I just want to be clear.
I meant ASAP has a real beef with Drake. Like all the other shit seems to be petty, and The Weeknd and Drake happen to operate in the same area.
Okay.
So, and that was for like a full decade. So shit has escalated.
So, my only pushback with ASAP is going to be this. Why you got to wait for Future and Metro to drop an album to reply? Which you correctly pointed out. It took way too long, bro.
I feel like
because that was on what? For All the Dogs, right? Where he was flipping all the anti-lines and going crazy at Rihanna. So that's one.
I think he was. Let me respond to one. Let's not get convoluted, because then it's going to be hard to respond to everything. So I'm going to respond to one, then you go with your two. So keep that in mind. Don't lose it, because I'll be losing shit. So one, I think he was waiting for his album. We all know he's been working on it. ASAP's.
Oh, I didn't know he was working. I'm not the biggest ASAP fan, so I didn't know.
I'm a pretty big ASAP guy.
I know he was working on the album, but I didn't know
he's pretty close to being done with his album. I'm assuming that there's gonna be Drake tracks on the album, and he even said in his response to Drake, "I'm mad they didn't hit me about the first one." Why did I have to hear you guys go?
No, but I'm saying, why you wait for their album? Period. You should have put out your own track.
He didn't know the album was coming. He said it. He was why didn't you hit me about?
You just gotta drop a single, nigga. You talking about my BM, bro? I'm not waiting for my fucking album. I'm dropping that shit tomorrow. No, today, nigga.
That's what Drake did, and he lost. That's what Drake did, and he lost. Game plan.
We're not talking about Drake. Don't move the goalpost.
Hold on.
Are we not talking about Drake? Are we not talking about
A$AP Rocky?
Though?
Yeah, I'm saying you doing that, because remember, we had a pod that didn't come out. Again, my bad. And I said, no, you should wait. Do not jump out the route. Remember, we had this conversation before Kendrick dropped. And I said, wait, do not jump out. Make sure you have all your ducks in a row, because if you just jump out and don't have your ducks in a row, you're gonna die. This is war. This ain't just rap battle. This is war against a nigga who has a crown. You need to make sure you have all your shit straight before you just jump out. So I think
you also lead me to my second point too.
Yeah, which is perfect. So I think, in my opinion, ASAP was just waiting for his moment to really like run the ones with Drake.
Drake gotta stop going after people, girls.
Yeah.
What was your two?
My second point is, when he did finally pop out, bro, that verse was like, it's garbage. It's basura.
I liked it.
Didn't need it. He sounded out of breath. He sounded washed.
He did not sound out of breath.
He sounded so washed. I'm not gonna hold you. Bro, if a nigga come at my baby mama, bro, like you just said, you gotta come correct. So you took all that time to put out this fucking.
It was a hard verse.
Ass no.
People just don't like ASAP, especially when in comparison to Drake. This is the same. This is the same for everybody. No. This is the same case for people not liking Drake in comparison to Kendrick, where even when Drake does well with Family Matters, a lot of people do not want to give Family Matters the credit that it deserves because it's going at Kendrick.
That's
when
crazy.
In actuality, Family Matters is one of the best songs that came out of this.
Well, that's because
I personally feel like
Drake had so many other missteps.
But Family Matters was a good diss song. It was a great diss. It was a great diss song. Actually, it would have ended a lot of people, but it was going up against Kendrick.
If not like us didn't drop the way it did right after that. Then,
going back to your original question, I think Drake lost.
That wasn't my question.
What your way original question was
Why
who,
did Kendrick? We focus on positivity here
Who,
on
you
the
said
real life.
who won the beef?
Yeah, and you start answering why you
Yeah,
think
why he
somebody
lost.
lost. I'm not asking that.
Niggas don't like.
You did ask me that.
I asked you why somebody lost. This is recorded.
You said who do I
we
think
asked
won?
who
I
we
said
think won,
and I
yes.
said
Yeah, that
yes.
was the original question.
Kendrick won because he did da 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 da, and you said you gotta explain why da 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 da, and I'm explaining why. But you made me forget my point. I ain't gonna lie.
Because you started focusing on Drake and said Kendrick.
No, because we talking about Drake right now in this moment. But I wanted to. It was kind of damn. I forgot. Y'all made me forget.
We talking about ASAP and then how he took too long to respond.
It don't even matter because Henry says ASAP's verse was trash, which is crazy to me.
I didn't say it was trash.
Nah, you gotta come harder than that.
That was one of the best songs on that second album.
I was gonna set my back.
Go ahead.
I just feel like Family Matters was the best that Drake has rapped in the longest, and it's crazy because Kendrick made him do that. I personally feel like Kendrick made him do that.
Did you listen to Scary Hours, Volume 3?
Yeah, but
That sounds like a no. That sounds like a no.
I'm gonna say
It sounds
I'm
like
not
no.
a Drake fan to the
that
point
nigga
where I'm
was
listening.
rapping.
I still feel like Family Matters
not
is the
true.
best he's.
I was gonna let her get it off, but
I still feel like Family Matters is the best he's rapped. I'm not saying that that's bad. I just feel like that. I just feel like every verse was like, yo, okay, Drake. Okay, Drake.
Everyone's
okay, Drake.
entitled to their opinion. But this nigga's been spitting for a minute.
I guess.
But he's just
he jumps into a lot of different bags, so he's not always in that boom back like barred up type bag. But on Evil Ways, bro, on the deluxe for all the dogs.
Stories about my brother. Shout out to Conductor Williams. Oh my god.
Hey, you know what's funny? I found out something that said basically
Conductor.
You pumped up in that shot like
Conductor,
three.
we have
Hey, you're right. You're right.
If you want to take it, just take it.
Conductor.
It's like I'll be wanting to take it, and then I'm like, oh, I got something to say, so I gotta.
All right, but to answer the original question about who won and who lost, obviously Kendrick won. Angie pointed it out. I think he just put on a masterclass of diss tracks. I don't know if we ever seen this before, where he dropped so many different versions of diss tracks. He got into the Euphoria super barred up. He's like, what Drake say? You better have a fucking quintuple entendre or some shit on there on push-ups right at the end of that. And he gave him that shit. Then he got into the Not Like Us. He gave us a club banger, bro. He gave us some introspective shit with Meet the Grams and 616 in LA. Like, he really checked off every box. And I think that that Drake underestimated Kendrick's hate for him, bro.
Y'all think Drake?
And I
have a question.
Yeah, I really think he underestimated Kendrick's hate for him because
No, I underestimated it.
Yeah, like it's just crazy. I don't think that I think that Drake like had to retroactively or like, you know, when somebody hates you and you just kind of have to like not like them back, but you don't really have any real issue with them. Like, I feel like that was what this situation was. And I don't think he realized that like Dot has been sitting on a lot of these tracks for a minute, and he really plotted out every possible, outcome, anything that Drake could have said. He thought of every possible response, which is why, when he dropped 616 in LA and then Drake dropped Family Matters, he had Meet the Grams right away, bro, because he already knew he was gonna go the family route.
Well, we don't know how long Kendrick's had.
Yeah, because I've heard that Kendrick is like a fast writer.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure he had at least.
It was like
at least probably half of these. He probably thought, all right, if this dude come at me from this angle, I'm already. You know what I mean?
So to finish my point, especially because you brought up Meet the Grams. Meet the Grams is a direct response to Family Matters. Like, that was Kendrick heard Family Matters, so speaking to the mold that he alluded to, and then he wrote Meet the Grams, right? So that's why it's like
alleged mole.
No, there's a mole.
There's definitely
there's
a mole.
Go back and listen to Go back and listen to
Akademiks
616
just said that
in
he
LA.
lied about it.
He said that
He
Drake lied about it?
He lied about the he don't know where the daughter came from. He don't know where Kendrick got that from. He don't know anything.
He lied about feeding information to Kendrick. That's what Akademiks said.
Okay, I didn't see that.
But in regards to the mole, and this one is alleged, but 616 in LA, which I think is more of like a play on like I'm a give you hints about who it's not, but you're gonna think it is, right? In that sample, the sample over and over again is saying Boy Wonder. I don't think it is Boy Wonder. I think Kendrick wants Drake to think it's Boy Wonder, but I think it is somebody else that's a mole in that camp.
Well, I didn't even see
because
this.
even The Weeknd was there talking about you have a mole in your camp.
He said that too.
Yeah, so multiple people are telling you, hey, we're getting information from your camp. Like, things are happening. And then also, Not Like Us, the last verse is a direct response to, again, things he's saying in Family Matters. So I don't think Kendrick's been holding on to a lot of these tracks. I think he was giving some information. He was just like, oh, fuck this nigga. I'm gonna kill him once the time's right. And then the time was right. And so he decided to kill him.
I think the last thing I'm gonna say is that, like, I also feel like the way Kendrick utilizes his voice and the different tones and affliction, I'm not sure if that's the word, but just the way he utilizes his voice. Inflections, thank you.
Voice inflections, yes.
But yeah, I think he utilizes it so well to the point where, like, how he was screaming, he was going down, like.
What is it, the braids?
Even in Not Like Us, when he was like, damn, the part where he was talking about Pac, as hard as I'm in, I'm a sinner after Pac. Like, literally, he was getting hype and he was literally like shifting your whole mood. Yeah. Drake is kind of like monotone when he raps. I've always said that, like, he's a monotone like singer rapper, and I feel like with that you limit yourself. Not really limit yourself, but you are a little bit limited.
You didn't like. You mentioned my seed and I deal with his dad. You didn't like that?
I ain't gonna lie. It's not that I didn't.
You gotta go back.
I just started laughing. It's not that I didn't like it.
Jamal, put the gun down. I was like,
no, because I mean, you listen to that and then you hear, "Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that this man is your father," and you just like, "Ooh."
So how do you guys rank the big three now? We ain't got to discuss it. Just give your 1, 2, and 3.
So it's definitely it's Kendrick at the very top. He the king. After that is Drake. Then there's a big ass cliff. It's a big ass fall off, and then there's J. Cole.
Angie.
Damn.
Even though J. Cole at this point, I'm actually like, starting to see why he bowed out.
I ain't about to say it,
but I think it's one of two reasons. Either this nigga Cole got a lot of dirt on him he really don't want us to see because he knew that this is the energy that this battle was going to go to. He thought it was just going to be more so bars and skill and, you know, that display of being an MC. Or 2, I guess maybe he was just pussy and he was just, you know, he was just blowing smoke all these years. You know what I mean? I'm not really sure.
Schoolboy
again, we ain't gotta discuss it because we got a bunch of things we gotta get to. But 1, 2, and 3.
It's gonna be Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole. I'm a big J. Cole fan, but at least Drake not scared to run the fade when it comes to rap beef.
A friendly fade.
And I got J. Cole at 3.
Know it was. He thought it was gonna be.
I got J. Cole at 3.
Okay.
Kendrick at 1. Drake at 2. I think that's where we're gonna see it from now on.
Yeah.
All right. So
it is.
Real talk, new segment, second time doing this one. So we're gonna talk about the Diddy accusation. So trigger warning for anyone who's watching on the YouTube, because I will be playing the video on the YouTube. If you don't want to see it, but you still want to listen, go ahead, tap into the podcast wherever you get your podcasts from. But we will be addressing Diddy. So hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been on the wrong side of the press for the last 8 months. First settling a $30 million lawsuit from ex-girlfriend Cassie, which accused the producer of years of domestic violence and sexual assault. This then opened up the floodgates as several other lawsuits followed, which gave the public an inside look of the dark history of events that have followed Combs throughout the years, which included but are not limited to allegations of violence, domestic abuse, sex trafficking, and rape. These lawsuits eventually led to the raids of multiple houses that are owned by Combs in March of 2024. Last week, Diddy's son, Christian Combs, dropped a track called Pick a Side, where he says, and I quote, "Knock them walls down like when them Fetty boys ran in both our cribs. Too bad they ain't know we bought the crib next door, because that's the one they missed." And less than a week later, CNN releases hotel surveillance footage that they have obtained of Sean Combs striking Cassie multiple times and dragging her back to their room. So let's keep it real. What's y'all's thoughts on this new information we got from this Diddy situation?
I think the unfortunate part is that obviously Cassie had to be in the midst of this and had to suffer all that, all that assault for so many years. And, you know, this is just now coming to light. And another unfortunate part is obviously I'm saying, like, you know, a statute of limitations, like this video isn't necessarily going to be able to be held criminally against Diddy in LA. But from what I'm seeing, though, it seems like the feds are going to be able to use this to like build a case against him for a lot of the other nasty shit this nigga's been associated with.
I think the local authorities wouldn't be able to build a case. I think feds, what the feds are trying to do is, based off the lawsuits, is build a RICO. So what they need to do is like find a history of events that's showing the power status that Diddy holds within the industry, that essentially would label him as the head of a crime organization.
Yeah, like
so
money trails and
so I think
shots and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's the route that's eventually going to lead if they find enough information. Proven so.
I also saw the hotel staff allegedly, they got paid off $50K to erase that video or do something with the video.
I mean, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did.
Somehow we still have
because
it
how's
today.
it?
Diddy,
That's the craziest
Diddy
part.
probably
Because I don't think it was to erase it. It was just to like hide it or something like that.
There'd be some sick shit with these abusers, bro. They really try to keep these like videos and stuff for like trophies. You know what I mean? Because it's like, nigga, if you were smart, you would delete that. It wouldn't even it wouldn't exist anymore. But
honestly, all I can really think about is Cassie. Like,
man,
she met him at 19. She didn't get out till she was 29. And people really love to be like, why don't you just leave? Why don't you just leave? She said he would have people searching around the country for her. Like, y'all don't understand how hard that is for people just in general. Like, Cassie couldn't leave. Just imagine like somebody who don't got no money, who don't got no resources and stuff like that. Like, that shit is sad as fuck. I'm just glad that not only is she out, she has a loving husband, just support system to help her heal, and that she's able, because she'll never necessarily see justice, but she'll be able to help somebody in the future for it.
Very true. I agree with both of y'all's points. Just to add on to that, I'm hoping that this is the industry finally turning their back on Diddy, and that he won't be able to profit off of his image. Like, moving forward, I want to see a similar thing that happened to R. Kelly, where a lot of these, labels and things of that nature distance themselves and pretty much like say, hey, you're on your own, and we're not going to continue to enable, like, how do I say it? Enable the characteristics or what he's been doing over and over again. Yeah, the abuse.
I feel bad for his daughters.
Feel bad for his kids. I do.
Daughters.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't know how much his kids actually know about Diddy. Because one thing that I've learned growing older is I don't know everything about my parents.
Yeah, but our parents are not living in a public life.
I know. Let me land.
You are.
Let me land.
I'm gonna sit back.
So there's a lot of secrets that we learn about our family as we get older.
Facts.
And I know for a fact that's not even touching the tip of the iceberg with like the secrets that they like don't show us. So I don't know how much any of his kids actually know about what Diddy does when the doors are closed. So that's where I say I feel bad for all the kids, because even if you could say, oh, you could see them following the same footsteps, well, that's because he's molding them to follow the same footsteps, right? So I do feel bad.
That makes sense.
Because it's like, dang, you didn't even have a chance, really.
Yeah.
If that's who's teaching you.
Especially if, like, on the other end, your mom ends up mysteriously passing away. You have no one other to believe.
Yeah.
I just said mysteriously. I didn't say anybody did it.
I know, but we get the insinuation.
Yeah.
So I got to throw the...
Either way, you don't know what happened to your mom. You just know that she passed away. All I'm saying is, if I was Christian, I would shut the fuck up. Because it's too much shit out and about, and you're going to... Like I forgot what he said in the little that you just said, that you quoted. You're incriminating yourself.
He's not incriminating himself, but he was poking fun at the feds, and the feds.
But you can't do that when the investigation is open.
They are building.
They're still building a case. You can't say anything like that.
Yeah.
You think like when Kodak Black was on interviews, or just celebrities that be on interviews and they got open cases, you think they be talking about it? No. You should not be putting no music video, like you should not be putting no rap song trying to diss people who publicly have stuff, a longer history with Diddy than you have been alive. Cause he's like our age. He's like a little bit younger than us.
26.
So he a good 3 years younger than me. So you know what I'm saying? He not that young.
Y'all old.
I mean,
what y'all think?
My bad.
I'm crying.
I forgot I said that in the mic. My bad. I apologize.
Within our friend group, because I'm the oldest, damn near, I hear that shit all the time. It don't faze me no more.
You the same age as like two of the other niggas in our friend group. Like y'all all there.
The oldest.
Yeah, y'all
I'm
all
the
there.
middle
Y'all
child.
right there. I was gonna say, what y'all think about Sean Combs going back and forth with 50?
I don't think anybody
Trying
should
to
go
defend
back
his
and forth
dad
with
with
50.
50. From 50.
He's not a good enough rapper to do that. He should just, like she said, just been quiet.
He don't have
And
a good
50's
enough.
not rapping either.
And then 50
And
Cent
50 don't even have to rap. That's
he's
the thing.
so petty and so like you just don't go back and forth with 50 Cent.
Like that's
You just
not
don't.
who you should start a war with while the feds are investigating your father.
Yeah.
That's the last person.
If Kendrick the MC boogeyman, this nigga 50 is the trolling, like, joke you to death boogeyman. Bro.
50
I'm not
Cent
trying to
was
go back and
Kendrick
forth
before
with this nigga.
Kendrick. Like, didn't he bring
'cause-
Rick Ross's baby mama?
like
I'm just saying.
Fifth is never going to let shit go, and
Ever.
he will
His
take
own
it there.
son hates him, and he doesn't care.
He showed up to DJ
Facts.
Khaled's mother's place of work, like
See, I
like
didn't see this.
like-
he
I did not see
did.
like Fifth
believe
is
it, though.
he's a different level. He's a different
Yeah, that's
level of
not.
beat.
That's a man you leave alone.
like it's like you taking it there.
you
I'll
just
take it
hope you're not the
further.
main character.
That's something you don't want to do
today.
All right, another keep it real topic. Real talk. Earlier this week, Livingston Allen, popularly known as DJ Akademiks, was sued by a former girlfriend. He faces allegations of rape and defamation. The accuser, Fauzia Abashe, and if I mispronounce your name, I apologize, claimed she was drugged and raped first by Allen's friends, and then she awoke to Allen brutally raping her as well. She also claims in this civil suit that Allen showed her the surveillance footage of his friends raping her. Allen responded the next day on his live stream stating that if he goes down for this, others will go down with him. So let's keep it real.
Oh wow.
What's y'all's thoughts?
He did that shit. Nah, cause this ain't new. This has been on Twitter. I seen it last year, and literally I seen her side on TikTok. I seen his side, and I seen the video of her screaming. You can't see her in the video. You can just hear her screaming in the background, and this nigga gets up and closes the door and gets back on the computer. So yeah, he did that shit. I don't care. Even if he didn't do that shit, he put her in a dangerous situation, and he needs to be sued for that because you hear somebody screaming in the background and you don't even see what's going on. Crazy. I don't like that nigga.
I don't know if that stream was in relation to this event because I think things came out where it was like that was streamed on
A different day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
If that's the case, I still don't like the nigga.
I'm
but
just not 100% sure, so I don't want to say that. I don't want to put that on the record.
I still think he did it though.
I also think he did it. And I mean, I don't think someone's gonna lie about being shown footage of their molestation. Like, so.
But I did hear her talking about it. It's just like, I don't know. Sometimes when I be listening to victims talk, I get like a chill, low key. And I'm not saying that like, oh, I'm psychic or nothing like that. But it's just like, sometimes you can just tell when people are not lying about their abuse. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. I believe her, and I feel like I'm going to believe somebody before I believe the abuser.
Yeah.
It's not like he likes women anyway.
And even his response was nasty.
That's what I was gonna get to.
Like, what do you mean other people are gonna go? So you have information about other people doing shit,
That's what I was
and you
gonna
thought
get
that
to.
was gonna protect you, essentially. That's what it came off as. And now that you can't be protected because the niggas that you got information on are going down too, it's like, okay, so
I'm going to take them all.
yeah, so you gonna take them all down? Drop it. Drop the information then. Let's hear what you got.
It's kind of similar to earlier when I said that Drake made so many mistakes in the beef, and that was one of them to me. Where it's just like you can't. If somebody's saying that you're, if somebody's saying that you're a child abuser and you're like involved in pedophilia, you can't just say like I'm so famous that if I was doing that, it would have come out by now. Like that's a crazy response. Either you got to fucking ignore that, or you got to come up with something better than that. So it's like with Akademiks coming out and saying like, yeah, if I go down, everybody going down with me. Like, nigga, you look crazy, bro. That cannot
A
be your
simple
response.
I didn't do it would suffice.
Like, that cannot be your response to, like, you assaulted a woman, and it's like rape allegations.
Facts.
Like, that's...
For somebody that's
horrible,
like
bro.
college educated, because he is college educated. He has a degree, I think,
Shout
in
out to
like
Rutgers.
business. I want to say in business. But he's so fucking stupid. Like, sometimes you should just shut up. Like, it's better to be silent than to try to, like, talk your way out of stuff, because I guarantee you're not going to do it, especially when it comes to like police. You're not going to be able to talk your way out of shit. Like,
If I didn't do it, I would just be vehemently denying everything.
I didn't do it.
Every time I hop on a live stream, I would be like, yeah, and fuck that bitch that's lying on me. And then just go into the live stream if I didn't do it. But obviously, I don't watch DJ Akademiks. I don't know what his live streams have been like since these allegations have come out. So who knows? Maybe that is what he's doing. I haven't seen it on my timeline. It's a bad look. I hope they get this nigga out of here.
I don't think he is.
Even without the allegations, I don't think he's a good representation of hip hop and hip hop culture. He hasn't been since he first came to the scene, which was really just
The war in Chicago, I think.
The drill shit.
Yeah, exactly. You know, documenting the war in Chicago.
Yeah.
And then going on to everyday struggle and not really knowing his shit, just being shown up by Joe Budden every single time that they argued. It's like, all right, bro.
Joe warned him too, bro. Like, this path that you going out where you exposing niggas like dirt in the street and shit like that, and
I mean,
portraying that.
That ended up not being his downfall. It ended up being
I think
something
his downfall is showing
different.
his face.
Joe Budden, that's a whole nother issue we could talk about, of him not talking about these topics that are hitting close to home.
You said Joe Budden?
Yeah, like easy.
Because he's an abuser himself.
They skate past
He's
all
an
this
abuser
Diddy shit.
himself.
Every
He's
time
not
it comes
gonna.
up.
Skip
Because
past
stuff
Diddy.
about him is gonna
And I
come
don't watch
out.
his pod anymore because honestly, I lost a lot of respect for him, how he handles shit in the
He
past.
just be
But
yelling.
Every time I see it come up on the timeline, it seems like he's skipping past all the Diddy shit. And
Skip past
that's
Diddy.
his man's, bro.
Skip
right?
past Akademiks now too.
Yeah. So
It's
like,
crazy that Nipsey Hussle really said that Akademiks wasn't for the culture, and then once Nipsey died, Akademiks. I personally feel like it's a lie, but he came and said that him and Nipsey basically, for lack of better words, made up and talked, and
They
it's
might
like.
have. Nipsey's a stand-up
Maybe they
guy.
did.
Yeah,
They-
but I
they-
just
they might have.
personally don't
Maybe
think
they did.
Nipsey did, just because Nipsey did not like the nigga. He didn't think he was for the culture, and he was.
Well, I
I mean, Nip
I'll put
pieced
it
it up
like this.
Nip pieced it up with a lot of people though. So like,
I just don't think Akademiks was worth the time.
I'll put it
Nip
like this:
before
Vic, Vic Mensa wanted to slap the shit out of Akademiks, and it was all type of smoke, and they pieced it up. Because it's the same thing on that Chicago, talking about a lot of his homies that was in the street and dirt they had.
Damn, if Vic Mensa could do that.
Because now you should have, I don't know if
Then
you
maybe
saw
Nipsey
like, the
did.
videos, the way he was talking about act, like he really wanted to
Oh yeah, I
like, do
seen
harm
it.
to this nigga.
He called him
And
a
they
bitch. He
cool
said,
now.
"In what way?"
Yeah. So. And they cool now, so I can see it.
all right.
Maybe.
That's why I can't fuck with all this industry shit, man.
Next topic.
Nasty.
Recurring topic. Haven't done this in a minute with all the beef shit and all the other shit that we've been going over, but real or weird. I don't know if you guys have seen the male teacher that's been going around, the video of him. Essentially, what was, he had his female students help him take down his braids during the last 10 minutes of school. Took a video of it, posted it onto social media. Subsequently gets fired.
Damn, he got fired?
He got
was on
fired.
administrative
But
leave. Administrative leave.
I think he actually got fired.
All right, I didn't see that part. Fuck.
He might have actually got fired.
So ever since he got fired, it looks like he made another video of him like crying, being emotional, reading text messages from these same students. And it's like, all right,
Yo.
why you got
Again, that's 3 times,
Yep.
right?
That's
And-
3 strikes.
How are you all defending
and
yourselves? this
wait,
way?
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Crazy.
And there's a TikTok.
Minors.
There's a TikTok
And it's a
that
lie.
he posted on his page, essentially him shooting his shot at a 16-year-old. You could say it's parody or not, whether it don't
You
matter.
shouldn't even play with that.
You shouldn't insinuate that you trying to get with someone. It was essentially a video of a underage person talking about she's only
She only
doing
date
like
emo boys.
Yeah, she only likes emo boys. And then he stitched it, and then he sang a song that's, I guess, stereotypical.
like some
about-
turn around and die ass shit. I don't know.
It wasn't that.
It wasn't
But-
that, but it's some shit like that.
But Yeah. Anyways, really weird.
What you think?
I go last. This is my show.
Oh,
It's definitely weird. Again, that's third time's the fucking charm. So that's right. That's what Diddy. That's what Akademiks, and now the teacher. Now, how the fuck are y'all defending yourselves this way, bro? You do not. You don't flaunt what you're doing in people's face and say, I would have got away with it if it wasn't for this, or this is
Scooby-Doo ass niggas.
no, for real.
I didn't even see that, so I'm glad that y'all are like filling me in, give me that.
And then not to
411 on
mention,
that, bro.
he is like, it's a video of like a live where he's talking shit to people because like they're saying he's wrong and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, now what? Y'all getting me paid? Like now what? They are my best friends. Like, cause somebody was like, you think kids should be your best friends? He's like, they aren't my best friends. Now what? Now what? Mind you, he's mostly talking about his female students. Mostly talking about his female students.
Really weird.
That shit weird as fuck. Cause okay, so I used to work with kids. I don't understand how teachers, one, are allowed to record their students. Kids should not be your fucking content.
Yep.
Two, you got the school shit logo all up on there. You think people is just, like the school in general is gonna be okay with them being broadcast in a bad way? And then two, you knew you was doing something wrong. You knew you was doing something wrong because you had to defend. You were trying to defend yourself way too much, way too fucking much. Because at the end of the day, you couldn't buy it all. You couldn't let them play with their own hair. Why they gotta play in your hair? Why they so close? Why they touching you? I couldn't even touch my kids. I had to go ahead and give them a high five.
Apparently, he had them taking out his braids, right? Because he had an appointment or some
Yeah.
shit.
Yep.
But then he got on, and his braids looked funky as hell. Well, how you just get your braids done? They look a week old. You did them yourself. You're lying. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I think it's weird. I think there's supposed to be a boundaries between students and teachers, especially in 2024. We've seen it go bad so often that like the responsibility is on you as an adult to be like, hey, you know what? Even if you want to be a friend to these kids, it gotta be a friend from a distance. It gotta be more of a like, hey, I'm going to help you out in certain situations if you need advice.
Mentor type shit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I'm gonna be a mentor.
Oh,
You said what? Oh, I'm gonna be. You heard something too, right?
I said,
heard
oh
something. I
shit,
wasn't
but
sure.
I was talking to myself. My bad.
I see dead people.
You gotta be a mentor to them when they need a mentor. But other than that, you shouldn't be involved in their personal lives, bro. You shouldn't be deeply emotionally invested with these children because that's what they are. They're children.
And then that video is all young girls too. That's
And his reasoning was like his reasoning
Well,
was
that
like
would be
what?
who would take your hair down.
I mean, I guess.
But I'm just
How many
saying,
men
the
how
optically,
many men
it
you
looks
know?
worse though.
No, optically,
If you taking a video-
don't
I'll
even
just
do
put
it.
it
If you
this
taking
way.
a video and at least this was like younger boys and y'all just shooting the shit.
Because they was also doing his nails too. But my thing is, as a grown ass man, do you like say you're not a teacher or whatever? Do you just be hanging around young girls, or are you mindful how that looks when you're around a minor girl?
And my thing is, you could be like, oh, like I had this thing to do, I had that thing to do. You could have just taken your hair down beforehand. There's a lot of different styles you could have done
Plan ahead.
after you take
He an
your braids
adult,
down.
nigga.
Like,
Let's pretend he had pure intentions. Say the superintendent walked into that classroom, he would have got in trouble because that's just unprofessional. Just on a basis level, that's unprofessional. Because somebody on fucking TikTok was like, imagine if it was just a black woman taking her hair down, no kids involved, but she was just at work.
yeah, honestly, you are at work. Imagine, imagine if I'm taking my 2 strands down
At work.
and my boss walks in and is like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, it's the last 10 minutes. It's the last 10. I got an appointment I gotta do." Like, you know how stressed out I was 2 weeks ago because the night before I had a hair appointment. It was hella like last minute. My hair lady hit my line, was like, "Hey, sorry, I've been MIA. This is the next time I'm available." And I had a bunch of events coming up. You know how stressed I was texting my bosses like, "Hey, can I please get the day off, or can I please get
for
off
real.
early?"
No, for real. I hate doing my hair before I have to go to work.
It's like, fuck, like, damn. and they don't know why I took the time off. But it's like, damn, I'm gonna come back to work.
They gonna know when you
with
come
my
back.
hair done.
Yeah.
Like they gonna know. But I still have to. I decided to let them know that I'm not gonna take company time away. Like there's gonna be PTO type shit. Like doing it on the job is crazy to me. And just it being involved in children is crazy to me. Like I hate coming in contact with kids. I like kids. I hate coming in contact with them. They sick all the time. Who knows what kids be doing? The fact you even want them touching your hair, bro. It's like what are we talking about?
The problem is we have become the new adults and we like the aesthetic of shit instead of actually doing shit. And people think the aesthetic of being a teacher. That's why you got that one lady who was a teacher and she was having her students doing dances and stuff. They was doing TikTok dances and come to find out she was sleeping with some of the kids. So, and that goes back to people being like, oh, what if it was a woman? What if it was a woman? It wouldn't be okay. It really wouldn't be okay because
and we see it all the time with women.
My thing is women be quiet as it's kept. Women are real big predators. Especially in them schools.
Yup. We see it all the time when they OnlyFans gets leaked somehow to like the student body and they be getting fired just off of that.
And then if you care so much, you couldn't buy them a baby doll?
You said what?
If he cared so much, you couldn't buy them a baby doll?
Well, the objective wasn't to have them practice. The objective was for him to
help him out.
And I know, but I've had teachers that legitimately have came out of their own pocket just because they see that their students is interested in something. I've had teachers who told me, hey, you should go join this type of class or you should do this or bought things for me as a kid because they saw that I was into that. Yeah. And then on top of that, what are you teaching? My guy, your videos are never about anything that you're teaching. What are you teaching these kids? What kind of teacher are you? You teach science?
And
English?
I'm never mad at that too when it's tied into what their lesson is or whatever
their
subject is. But it's like you can't be because it's like, all right, take the video recording out of that. Like you said, if the superintendent, so bad, in my opinion. If the superintendent walks in and you still got the girls around you taking your hair out and you're not even recording it, posting it on TikTok, that's still, bro, like you're fucking up, bro. You're on the clock. What do you think? Then you're recording it and putting it on the internet. You can have so then now niggas can reach out to your district office
and that's like, exactly what happened.
You know what I mean? So just take the internet out of it and you just doing that. You look fucking crazy. If somebody walk in.
Yeah.
Like niggas are just not, I don't know.
I think we all have this as weird on the highest of levels.
It gotta be.
I got a question for y'all though.
What's up?
I want to take it away from the serious conversations we've been having.
Yeah, it's been a little, yeah.
We're in May. Summer is upon us. Literally in a couple days, I think in a month. It's technically June the first 21st. Day of summer. But
summer solstice.
In America,
yes,
summer really starts in May.
This weather ain't weathering though.
Because all the summer events happen in May. We're adults. You're right. We're adults. Who gives a fuck about the weather? We go and be outside.
We in Cali.
We be going to day parties.
I'm gonna still be there, but I just want to point it out.
There's day party season. There's graduation season. This is beach season. This is all of that. It don't matter what the weather is. We gonna find a way to go outside. So I got a question. What do you think are the songs of the summer? I need at minimum 1 from each of you. At max 3.
I got 3 of them.
All right.
I got 2.
I'm gonna start with Angie.
Go ahead, Angie.
Just name them.
Obviously, Not Like Us.
Yeah.
Because it just obvious. But I think that Beyonce song, that Texas Hold On, that this ain't Texas. That song.
You think that's the song of the summer? Have you heard that outside?
I don't be outside. I ain't gonna lie.
That's why.
I feel like
that's why.
We were just talking about that too. You about to be outside with me. Yeah,
I do feel like it's the song of the summer just because Beyonce fan base is so big.
This wasn't a fair question to you. You don't be outside. You done. My bad. I shouldn't have set you up like that. Hey, yo, Henry, what these songs you got as songs of the summer?
I still think it's this.
Nah, she hit on the first one for sure. The hey, run for your life. Yeah, that's for sure song of the summer, especially in LA. That shit getting played. Shit, we were just outside LA
3 times in a row.
That shit crazy.
I went out the following Thursday again. Yeah. Same thing. Every DJ that was on was playing that shit, bro.
And I had to say I went low key viral. You know, I had to cement it in history. Not Like Us got played in the function.
We'll play the video here.
I had to pan over to my guy Chief, bro. cutting up, hitting his IE
The video
two-step.
viral on Twitter.
You know what I mean? So my guy submitted in history forever,
I will say.
I was the next day, bro.
That is not,
I was like, is that EJ?
Yeah.
that is not my official two-step.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a lot of room in there.
There was no room. So if you see, you're gonna see the video because I'm gonna post it right here.
Yeah.
Send it to me
It's
so
a
I can
small venue.
so I can put
Lock
it.
and key small
Wasn't
venue.
we just talking about how like
It was more like
California have different?
It was more like a shuffle.
were
It
just
was
talking about
more
that.
like a shuffle. If she seen my two-step,
something light.
she wouldn't have said shit on Twitter. If she saw my real two-step,
I haven't seen your real two-step.
No, you haven't. What?
Here we go.
Yes, I
Where?
have.
You just say you don't be outside. Where you seen my real two-step at? Where?
You ain't danced before, nigga.
I have. Where have I danced my two-step and you seen it?
Yeah, that is a contradiction.
Bullshit.
You can't say you're not outside and then you say you saw his two-step because that's the only time I ever seen.
At some point, I didn't say I
really
ain't
hit
never
it.
been outside in life.
I'm not saying that.
No, but I didn't say your two-step
not saying
was
that.
bad. I didn't even say it was bad.
I didn't say you said that.
It
I
was
just
just crowded as hell. You couldn't really extend though.
you losing the plot.
I never said it was
moving this shit
bad.
so far away.
You done arguing 10 different points. It's like-
I'm confused, but I'm on blast. What did I do?
Oh, okay. I see what happened now.
Yeah,
A defense mechanism hit.
It kicked in.
She saw she was mentioned and she decided to lash out.
Yes.
But she didn't know what she was lashing out against.
How did I lash out? I said you be two-stepping.
Hey, run for your life. That shit crazy.
All right.
Oh no.
My three, obviously,
I didn't
Kendrick
even say-
Lamar.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I didn't even say my three.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know
All right.
B sharp is
So,
Yeah,
A
come on.
minor.
B sharp.
Let's be concise. Let's be concise.
B
Come
sharp
on.
is A minor.
All right, so we got Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. 2, you gotta be Get It Sexy Red. That's another song. I think that shit still go off when we out. And then 3, it's gonna be it's Tishon and Yopi. They're South African artists, but the song is called Toshala Bam. That's Twala Bam.
I'll tell you.
Niggas be hitting that shit.
Send it to me real quick so I can play it.
No, you see it on TikTok. Yeah, niggas be hitting
Send to me real quick so I can play it.
Yeah,
I can't really hit it.
I got you. But yeah, those are my 3.
Oh, that get it sexy.
Yeah.
Get it sexy.
That's a
Boy,
good
you know
hit.
that
That's a good
ass.
hit.
Yeah, I should've said that.
One of them
said
3.
that. I should add
Honestly,
that to my
anything
list.
sexy red right about it. Because I was just on here on the way. Look, I'm looking for the whole.
That's old though. That was
I
like
don't
early
care.
last year.
I still like
We're
it.
talking about this summer. But I did hear it
My
last
sister
time I
was
was
playing
outside.
it,
They
and then
did
she
play
was
it last time I was
screaming it.
outside. My 3, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. Tommy Richmond, $1 Million Baby. That shit's just a vibe. That shit's just a vibe. You can mix it with almost anything.
I say it to you, bro.
It's good. And then 3, Flo Milli, Never Lose Me.
Flo Milli shit.
That's just like
Ain't that old?
nah. They just did the remix to it.
Toshala Bam, the one
The
that's South
remix
African
swag, I
one,
don't
is
like
kind of
it.
old, honestly.
Like-
I thought she released that last year though.
2023.
Even honestly, Get It Sexy's old.
Or
at this point,
2024.
too.
Get it sexy.
I'm just talking about the ones that ring off.
I guess
like,
it is, but I still listen to it.
I wish I could hit this shit. I can only fake hit it.
I'm not even about to.
I don't be on TikTok that much, so I don't.
This is a TikTok queen right here we talking to. She be stitching them up.
Yeah, I just have
Be
shit
learning
to
the
say.
nigga. I be learning all type
I
of
haven't
shit.
noticed you had shit to say. Did not notice that.
Wow. The shade.
I'm gonna fast forward.
Yeah,
Wrong ass intro.
This is the.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you know this shit.
Yeah. This is with the white dude that does the long legs thing. Yeah, okay.
I wasn't thinking of that dance. They do be doing that dance.
All right. Music review. Because this is a music podcast, in case you guys forgot. So we're going to talk about Sir Heavy. Third generation TDE signee first made waves in the music scene following his Her EP in 2016, which was followed by Her 2 in 2017, shortly after he signed to the indie hip hop label. He dropped his debut album under the label with November in 2018, but it was his follow-up, Chasing Summer, that dropped in 2019 that launched him into discussions as one of the best rising artists in R&B. A quiet 5 years later, a classic with immense critical acclaim in hand, Sir returns in an effort to show the success could be duplicated. This is Sir's Heavy.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
What's your superpower? Show me what you made of. I've been lonely for days and days, but we're one and the same. Pardon my superstition, but with my supervision, I see so much of myself, my past, my pain, my pride and my ego. But I see no evil. Oh, I see no evil. I see another reason for me to believe in the hero. Can you breathe underwater? Should I dive any deeper? What's the name you want me to call you whenever I need you? I am here to get even.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
What y'all think about this album when you first listened to it? We start off with Henry with some positivity.
Niggas hate positivity, man. Nah, but I thought it was an okay album. I had a lot of high expectations coming into it, especially coming off of Chasing Summer, which I deem as a classic. That shit is flawless victory. There's some good songs on there. I think it's definitely single heavy for sure and single driven. But yeah, that's kind of my main thoughts about it. Always fuck with Inglewood Sir. So
What about you, Angie?
I love Sir's voice. He just like them artists that be using their voice as an instrument. That's what I think about Sir. Like he just really know how to just sing. To me, it don't matter what he be singing. But as far as the album, I think I can't say for the future because I do tend to like change my mind on albums a lot or just music in general. I'll hear something I didn't hear the first time or whatever, but I'll give it like it's a decent album. It is a couple of songs where I'm like, oh shit, I'm going this is gonna be a favorite of mine.
Yeah. So I like the album as an album. Just literally that. It was good music. I couldn't complain about the music that I was hearing. Yeah. But again, coming off of Chasing Summer with the long layoff, I didn't have expectations for it. But throughout the whole time I was listening to it, the first time I listened to it, I wanted to go back to Chasing Summer.
yep.
And that's not fair to Sir in any way, shape, or form. But that is, that's a burden to bear when you do drop a classic that's at that level of talent where it's just like it's undeniable whenever somebody listens to it. One of my favorite songs of all time is John Redcorn. You could play that at any time. You could play that at any time, and that shit, I'm just gonna be like, this shit's amazing. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I could be turning up. You throw on John Redcorn, and it's not a turn up song. I'm gonna be like,
Alone.
This shit right here, alone. Every time alone. It's like this shit. It's just a good song, my nigga. But a great song, amazing song, classic song. But the album itself was classic. So this album, it wasn't bad in any way, shape, or form. It had a good theme to it. It had great features. Shout out to Isaiah Rashad. Shout out to Absol. Shout out to the artists that aren't really known yet that he had on this project. I can name a couple just so that Scribs. I don't know who Scribs
not
is.
Not familiar with Scribs, yeah.
But
that was my first time.
Spoiler alert, that was my favorite song on the project. But again, he had Ty Dolla $ign too. He had Anderson .Paak. So good project. Wasn't too long. 16 songs, 50 minutes. It was solid. It was cool. So
Something cool.
So let me ask you guys, best song. What was the best song you guys had on this project? Henry first.
Best song. You touched on it earlier with Zaywap with the feature, but I like Karma. I think I actually ended up posting this as my song of the day a few months back when this dropped. But
All right.
yeah, that was my favorite one.
Let's listen.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
offense. I remember a time when we would enjoy the breeze. Wasn't so concerned with whether the weather was getting better. One day I was surprised to discover all eyes on me. I don't think I'ma get used to this attention, no, not ever. Never been too shy for the limelight, but I never really cared much. Always knew what direction to fly right, but I never really cared much. Oh, I need to stop treating hoes like I need them. I'm too busy making promises when I can't keep them. It's time I slow this lack down to 100. I keep making the same mistake when I should be learning from it. Oh, coming, and it's probably gonna be bad for me.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
It's gonna be what it has to be.
Why this song?
Wish I never bought the game my uncle sold me. It's a little too late to say no.
Oh man, it should have groove, bro. I don't know. You could just throw this on like when you clean the house or some shit and just vibe out to it. I like the juxtaposition with him and just with Isaiah Rashad's verse. Yeah. Overall, dope song, man.
What about you, Angie? What was your best song on this album?
I really liked I'm Not Perfect
I'm Not Perfect.
with Absol.
Shout out to Absol.
Solo.
Let's listen.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
But I'm still on track. How I'm feeling, I'll let you lead. As we proceed, I'm not perfect, but I'm gonna give you all I got. Hope that you're ready, 'cause I'm not. Don't wanna be, it ain't what you need. Lucky me, I'm not perfect, but that don't mean I won't shoot my shot. Don't like to work against the clock. I shouldn't wait. If I hesitate, it might be too late. Oh, I'm not perfect, even with all my scars. Even if all is lost, I'm here, trying to be the man you deserve. Trying to be
It's that real life shit, nigga.
Why'd you like this song?
I like how he sings certain words. I don't know if y'all can be. I like how he sings certain words, like how he sang clock. I don't know. I'm real big on like how sounds are, but how he sing different words in the songs sound real. It's just a little feeling that I got. It caught my ear.
Okay.
I feel that.
So like I said earlier, Life is Good was my favorite song. So let's listen a little bit.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
life is good, eh? Car fast as fuck. Ain't got pulled over once while I was acting up. 120 while I'm headed to Sonoma. I ain't turning down no fades. No, I don't need any soldiers, eh? I might fly you down to Florida tonight. Miami where the water stays warm. Baby, we can do what we like. Baby, we can do what we want. Life is good, ayy, roll another blunt. Life is good, ayy, we do what we want. Ayy, we do what we want. Life is good, ayy, roll another blunt. Life is good, ayy, we do what we want. Ayy, we do what we want.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
Yeah, to continue with the theme, I can't really pinpoint a specific reason why this is my best song on the project.
Yeah.
Other than it just puts me in a good mood. When I like throw it on, it's automatic good vibes. I could listen to it by myself. I could listen to it in the car. I could listen to it at work while I'm working. And it's just gonna put me in a better mood. And I think sometimes that's as simple as music gotta be.
Yeah.
It's just gotta be enjoyable. And so, yeah, Life is Good featuring Scripps Riley. My favorite song is one of my favorite songs of the year.
Okay.
But yeah, but we can't just talk about the good things.
Good one.
We gotta talk about the bad things too. So what songs would you delete from this project? Let's start off with Angie. I just need one song from you. What song would you delete?
Ignorant.
Ignorant? Why would you delete Ignorant? First song on there featuring Ty Dolla $ign.
Literally, when I heard
LA
it,
Legend.
I couldn't get through the entire songs. I couldn't even get to Ty Dolla $ign part, if I'm gonna be real. It just was not, it was like catching my ears in the wrong way.
In the wrong way. Ugh.
Interesting.
What about you, Henry? What song would you delete?
I had Heavy. That was one I wanted to take off.
The intro? Does that even
No,
count?
that's not the intro.
Is that the intro?
Oh, okay. You mean
I didn't think. Was it?
This is the fourth
Was that
song.
the intro?
Oh, okay.
I also didn't like the
Okay.
intro, but I didn't choose that.
I actually like the intro. That's crazy.
Yeah. There's a heavy
Actually
intro
like
and then
the
there's a
intro.
heavy
Okay.
actual song. My bad.
Oh, I think it's 4.
Yeah, but that was mine. I don't even remember. I feel like I add songs to like my playlist so like I can run them back later on because I liked it and it caught my ear. And then running back through the album again, I went through and just listened to it. And I was like, yeah, there's a reason why I didn't add this. You know what I mean? I don't remember specifically what it was, but it just didn't catch my ear.
Down to.
That's all it is.
Yep.
It's not that deep.
What about you, Angie?
I said
Ignorant. Yeah, my bad.
Which is crazy because that was one of my top 3.
really.
Ignorant was close to being one of my favorites.
I couldn't get into it. I don't know why.
Anytime Dollar Sign on there,
Yeah, usually Ty Dolla $ign don't be missing on the features.
Crazy.
But I guess I couldn't even get to the feature part.
I feel it.
Yeah, so the song I deleted, this was actually hard for me. I didn't like love the project. It was just cool to me. But it was so hard to pick a song to delete because every song was good. Like I can't say like, oh, this song was just bad, in my opinion. But I ended up deleting You.
I like the song.
Yeah, it just wasn't for me.
I can see why you do.
I wasn't the target audience for that song. I'm not a big proponent of like slower songs in the first place. And I was just like, all right, you know what? And the message behind it, I was just like, I can't get behind this in terms of I can't listen to it over and over again. Will I still listen to it? Yeah. If I'm listening to the album later this year, I'll listen to it. But if I had to choose one song to delete, that would be the song I personally would delete. So let's get into ratings. What you rating this out of 10, Angie?
As of right now, I say a 6.
6. What about you, Henry?
Yeah, I guess we the same with it. We twin it. 6 out of 10.
I gave it a 7.2.
Oh yeah, that's right. We do it.
Out of 3, that's a 6.4 out of 10. Shout out to Sir. Hopefully you do better next time. But that's all I got in terms of music, in terms of topics, So now is the time to go into guest choice where everybody else gets to tell me what we should talk about. So do you all have anything you want to talk about? It could be anything. It could be whatever.
This one I just thought was funny. Did y'all see the video of Tyrese getting served papers while he was on stage, bro?
No.
I didn't watch the video, but I saw what the video was about, and I was like, I don't want to watch this. They told me what song he was singing. I was just like,
Is it how you gonna act like that?
I don't know what song you were singing, honestly. I don't know what song you were singing, but it's just
I gotta look it up or something because I have not seen this.
That's crazy.
Tyrese getting served.
I feel like.
What he get served for?
In the middle of the concert, I have no idea.
Yeah, I actually don't know what exactly he got served
divorced,
for.
So I'm
Y'all heard about Brian McKnight?
What Brian McKnight do?
Basically, he's a deadbeat dad. He don't take care of his black kids. He got it's an influx.
Hold on. Stop. Rewind.
Whoa.
One topic at a time. One topic at a time. So Tyrese was singing "How You Gonna Act Like That" while he got served legal documents.
That's fucked up.
But
and while he was walking off, he was still singing it.
Yeah,
going to get served the papers off stage.
I think he ended the set after that though. Like, which I would too, because
he was still singing.
What you talking about? And my security getting fired. Because how the fuck you gonna let this nigga walk on stage while I'm singing?
That shit crazy.
What are we doing? What are we really doing? And Tyrese a whole character in himself. But
because usually don't they wait until after the show? Like if they have to go arrest somebody, like they don't come onto the stage and arrest.
I don't think they have to.
It's different for papers.
I don't think they have to.
Like, yeah, and also they don't have to. But again, they wouldn't be able to because security's gonna be like, no, you can't get on here. What are you talking about? Like, there's a safety concern.
But what if they have to? Like, what if legally they have to let? Because that's a legal court document. You can't stop somebody from.
What's a legal port?
Like getting served. That's a court document, ain't it?
All right, so when it comes to getting served, a lot of times people don't know they're about to get served. So that's why you see like there's a trope a lot of times in movies where like
you're right.
you'll just be like getting ice cream and somebody like bumps into you on accident. You're just like, oh, are you okay? And they're like, oh yeah, I am. You've been served. It's just random. So pretty much you just gotta confirm the person's identity and then you serve them with like court papers. It's not like a timing thing. You just have to get the confirmation and then give them the court papers.
Never been served before.
I could. Have you not?
I have not been served either. So I hope
You haven't either?
I hope I'm not served.
Yeah, I would never want that in life.
Except the grace of God, bro. That's all I need in my life right now. I got enough stress.
All right, Angie, you were talking about Brian McKnight very randomly.
Yeah, shit. Basically, is like he does not take care of his kid. He like abandoned his family and made a whole new family and only
Acknowledges,
the one daughter that's not his.
How old are these kids that he abandoned?
I mean, he abandoned them while they was kids, though. I don't know how old they are.
See, that's the context I need. That's the context I need.
So let's put it this way. He put a Mother's Day post
where this going.
and was like, "Congratulations for the one who allowed me to have my first ever." But you've been married. You were married to this woman.
So
you didn't go.
The reason why I need context is sometimes, not all the time. I'm not gonna generalize, but sometimes fathers are not allowed to see their kids after a divorce, and so I don't know the situation. That's why I'm asking questions.
Yeah, no, it's not a case. It's not a case of what like he wasn't allowed to see his kids. He just.
How do you know this?
It's on the internet.
No, sometimes it's the mom that's like, no, like no matter what the father wants to do is like, no, you're not gonna see like these kids.
Yeah, because they have it court ordered where
not
like
even court
custody.
I mean, I get what y'all saying, but
not
even
even outside the courts, like a lot of times, it's just like, nah, you're not seeing your kids. You're not seeing your kids.
But also, men will also be like, she won't let me see the kids, and it's also because she not letting him fuck. So like that happens too. I'm just saying.
Now we getting into semantics.
Yeah, but my point was semantics in the first place.
Which is why context is needed before I like state my opinion on it.
He divorced his wife.
No context, actually.
That is the context. He divorced his wife.
You're saying the facts without context, which is fine.
I mean, it's not really much more of a context if we're gonna be real, because he has said that he don't take care of them kids. He did not say that I can't take care of them kids. He don't want to take care of them kids. He has never said the woman has kept them away from me.
What has he said?
He said that. Damn, I'm about to what you call it right now. Cause no, it's not even that. It's just when I get caught into the moment.
Yeah. Brian McKnight, that's OG.
It's not that. It's just when I get caught in the moment. It's just,
shout out, I love LA.
I feel like I'm pressured.
You know, we keep it real on the real life shit context.
That shit was really good.
I'm never afraid to, call somebody out on the bullshit. But we gotta make sure that it's, it's not just internet rumors and shit like that.
Either way, I just feel like, why would you sit here? I just feel like whether or not he was able to be around his kids, so that means you don't claim them. When they're old enough to have a relationship with you, you can have a relationship with them.
See, that's the thing about context. It's like, all right, now you're taking it out of context. Where it's like,
how am I taking it out of context? That is the context.
You're assuming a situation, right? Without knowing all the facts about the situation.
And there's always three sides to it too.
Yeah, and so we don't.
It's Brian's side, the baby mom's side, and the truth, right?
Yeah, and it sounds like Brian McKnight hasn't said anything about this situation, so we don't know exactly what's going on. You're Googling it right now. I'm watching you. No. This is what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna cut me off, and then you say no. I've been letting you have your time. This has been recorded. I'm very big on
the reason why I Google is to make sure.
Hold on.
You asked me a question though.
No, I didn't. I was making a comment. Okay. And I'm very big on this podcast of giving people the space to speak. I've been doing this like 3 years now. You know, I'm not big, but I keep it consistent. I let whoever wants to talk. But when I talk,
That's true.
I gotta get my point out at least. Otherwise, what are you arguing against? You don't even know what I was gonna say, right? Do you know what I was gonna say?
Personally, I was about to explain to you why I am on Google.
I know why you're on Google
You
to
don't know
find the quote.
It's not necessarily that. I already had the information, but sometimes when somebody asks me a question and put me on the spot, it's like, damn, now I gotta make sure that my information is like it ain't just about it ain't just like I didn't know.
So you're verifying the quote.
Yeah, but you trying to
which is
you
fine.
realize you made it seem like I had to Google to find out the information.
No, that's not what I was saying. But if you had let me finish,
I'm letting you finish though.
This is recorded.
Reclaim your time, Maxine Waters.
This is recorded.
Reclaim your time.
Me saying okay is letting you finish. I'm letting you finish.
I know.
Right now.
Yeah. And
so I apologize for cutting you off, but you know.
Look, I still got to address the audience.
Okay.
We can't just go quiet.
The good fans.
This is the podcast.
The RLS fans.
I'm not gonna say fans, but if you got support, you got support. Appreciate y'all. So, like I was saying, we have not heard from Brian McKnight to the extent to where she is Googling to verify a quote.
I remember
from Brian McKnight, and please quote word for word what you found.
He said they were a product of sin. That's literally what he said. A product of sin. Read more. So that's why he doesn't deal.
Sin is crazy.
Sorry, I'll go to another one though. What the fuck?
Because nigga, at the end of the day, you were sinning though when you created them. So what does that say about you? Anyways, I don't know. I'm not gonna
I do what you call it. That's why I wanted to Google to make sure because
what's the source?
I haven't. She clicked away from it.
What's the source?
You did click.
I did, but I said,
don't look at me like that.
Yeah, you was trying to make it seem like I was just trying to hide you.
I was just answering the question. Like,
come on.
What do you want me to do?
Because before we go down this damn rabbit hole, we need to make sure we right. Because that's Brian.
I'm gonna just let you read the whole thing. I don't want to like what you call it. Because I feel like I don't want to pass it up or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
This is a hot new hip hop article written by Caroline Fisher. So according to McKnight, Julia is his one and only daughter, despite his other daughter, Brianna. It's no secret that Brian McKnight and his children have a complicated relationship. And currently, the performer is facing a great deal of criticism for how differently he speaks about each of them. Earlier this week, he hopped online to respond to a commenter questioning how his biological daughter, Brianna, depending on how she pronounces it, must feel about being disowned by her father and watching him praise his stepdaughter Julia online. Instead of acknowledging Brianna, however, he simply referred to Julia as his one and only daughter. She feels great, he said of Julia in a clip posted on Instagram. See, Julia understands the scripture, Exodus 20:12, where it says, and I quote, honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days be long upon the land. See, she honors us, and in turn, we honor her because she knows how proud we are of her.
That doesn't necessarily answer the question, does it?
Not necessarily. It looks like there's a lot more written, but it doesn't look like he ever speaks exactly towards or about his other kids.
I agree.
So again, we don't know.
The jury's out.
We don't know what's going on.
The jury's out.
It sounds like family drama.
Yeah.
I'm not in the family, so I don't have any.
But that product of sin line, that's a crazy line.
I didn't see that.
I've never heard that in my whole life.
I didn't see that.
That's crazy.
I thought you read it, which is why I got off of it, because it was like, why is there so many pictures?
Yeah.
Because the article was like literally scrolling down. But no, I can go back to it. I'm just trying to figure out if there's like actual information about what he says. Because literally, you can nearly only go off of what he's saying, and he doesn't speak. And the baby mom has never, or ex-wife, let me say that, because they were married for like a good 10 years or whatever. You can't really, she never said nothing bad. Like, he doesn't take care of his kids. Or abused me. She never said anything like that. So it's literally like there is no context.
Yeah. Which is what I've been.
You can only go off of what he said.
EJ been saying.
So,
yeah, but either way, I'm saying you can only go off of what he said. The context is what he's saying.
But he's not saying anything about the other kids, which is why there's no context. So we don't really know what happened, what transpired in that household. All right, something else to
No, that's still there was one who said they are a product of sin.
Do you want me to read it out loud?
If you want to.
Okay,
You
so
don't have
this is an Atlanta Black Star article written by Nico Mann. So the Back at One singer also referred to his older children, who all have black mothers, as a product of sin and evil. However, it doesn't have a direct quote, by the way. So, however, McKnight seemingly has
I think
nothing
that's a
but
bit of semantics.
You said what?
I think that's a bit of semantics. Because either way, that is what he said. It's not a direct quote. But he's also on multiple social media platforms out of his own words that have talked about, like, just in general, I don't understand how you don't claim your kids. I just don't understand that. You know, as a question.
I could think of many scenarios
You
where
can
I wouldn't.
think of that, but at the end of the day, that we wouldn't know why. You get me?
We started the pod off talking about Drake, right? How he put y'all heard about how he put the damn hot sauce in all his his condoms to make sure that, the joints that he was hitting, the escorts or whatever, that they wasn't taking that and then artificially inseminating themselves. So it's like that's one way.
I mean,
it's a crazy
but
scenario.
I don't know.
But it's
I don't know.
possible.
I get what you're saying.
See, that's what I'm just saying.
Hold on. I hear you. Let me, please, don't yell at me when I try to talk. This is like the fourth time. This is the fourth. I'm just trying to say my opinion.
Go ahead.
I was just trying to finish mine.
It sounded like you were trying to backtrack and explain yourself.
I'm just glad it's not me.
But I was just gonna say this is why I didn't want to dive into it
That's
without
fair.
any direct quote, because then we just start making up scenarios about shit and putting shit on people. Where
That's
it's like we don't know these niggas. We
don't know them.
I was never trying to put any type of scenario. I literally just had I don't understand how you don't claim your kids and they're old enough to a point where they can have a relationship with you. That's it. I don't necessarily know, because I've had my dad in my life all my life. I've never known how that feels like. So it's like, I don't see how you don't want to know your kids.
Yeah.
So it could be, because I have an auntie who hates my granddad. I don't even know if she's alive, to be honest with you, but it's because her mom made her feel that way. So she hates my granddad, but her mom made her hate my granddad.
Yeah. Life is crazy sometimes, so I don't know.
Life be lifing.
Any other topics y'all got?
One more. So this one is just kind of more so focused on, like, just the local scene with just like the LA rap scene. And of course, well, I'm not gonna say of course, but if you tapped in, you probably have seen like Dejan Paul. He has like the rap report card, and like a lot of times he'll highlight certain artists, that are bubbling a lot locally. But of course, like, because of how LA set up with all the politics and all the gang shit, there's just like a lot of infighting. So I feel like a lot of artists that probably should be bigger aren't, and they're probably only locally big. But my point is this: a lot of times when he's posting those report cards and he's talking about like LA rappers, just like locally, a lot of people from LA don't even know who those people from LA are. Like maybe like X4 or even like 310 Saab Baby. Like, a lot of people know the song, but they don't really know him. So I guess I just wanted to ask you guys what y'all thought of that. What do you think the issue is with that, and why do we not like band together, maybe like in Atlanta or like a Memphis, more with LA, just to make sure the new generation of artists are getting that due shine? And
What's the issue specifically? What are you asking?
I feel like we don't push our young artists like the people out in front of him, like say like the Games, the Kendricks, the Tigers, the Ty Dolla Signs, whoever the next artists are. I don't see all of those people come behind them and push them forward in the same way some other cities might.
Are they doing the same stuff as Kendrick and stuff like that? Kendrick was performing at the Best Buy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Are they doing that type of stuff?
I think
it's a new day, though. I don't know if he could do that.
I think these artists do.
That's a good question.
I think these artists do, but they can't do that for everybody. Mm-hmm. That's the issue. It's like, how many people needs to get put on for you to be like, oh, okay, they put us on? And what product are you providing after you get put on? If you're not putting out like a good enough product, like if Baby Keem was putting out shit,
right,
we'd be like, yeah, get this nigga out of here, and we wouldn't listen to him anymore. But he put out good music.
So let me give you an example. So like with 310 Saab Baby, like Tiger should be right next to him, bro. If he puts out Soak City like that, they're in that same similar vein where they pulling out club bangers. Like Tiger should be, you know what I mean? To me, that makes sense.
Are they
Do
on
you
this?
think somebody like Tiger can put on somebody? I'm not asking to say Tiger can't. I'm just a genuine question.
That's just an example. I'm not even saying he has to or he should, but I'm just saying it doesn't. I don't see it happen.
Are they on the same label? They're both signed. Those are two different label camps, right? So
I'm not even talking about
because in Atlanta, the people that are with you are usually like Gucci will sign somebody and then put a nigga on. So what we're asking isn't like are things that aren't really feasible. Like we're seeing in real time how powerful these labels are, especially this year. We saw Kanye go independent, put out a project, have this project taken down like 5-6 times, still somehow go number one, even outside of like the label shit. We've seen the Kendrick and Drake shit almost get stopped because of label shit. So it's like, what are we really asking of these artists in LA when the indie hip hop label is kind of becoming extinct at this point?
Even the bigger labels are downsizing like a crazy amount. So yeah, you're right.
So it's like Atlanta has a lot of artists who got big during the last decade who now have their own label. So we're seeing them put a lot of niggas on, and them putting niggas on isn't really going anywhere. People have been saying, "Oh, Atlanta running the rap game. Atlanta running the rap game." Not really. Like if you,
it's slowed up recently.
Like it's slowed up recently. This whole decade is slowed up. Like it's just, but that was the thing to say, so people got used to saying it. But and I brought up this point before. The biggest hip hop artists are from LA. Doja Cat, Tyler the Creator, Kendrick Lamar just showed that he's still the biggest hip hop act, really.
And I'm never arguing that point because that's true. The biggest hip hop artists are from LA. I'm just talking about just the culture of just embracing the new younger acts.
So how do you want them to put them on? Like what you want them to do? Like, do you want them to like bring them to their own shows and have them like perform for them, or do you want to post their music more? Or what do you want them to do?
That would be helpful. Honestly, I think that helps. Like just having them open up for you. Example I could think of was like even with like Game before Nipsey like really got like, and he never, God rest his soul, he never got as big as he was supposed to. But before he got onto the mainstream, even with those gang politics, he still co-signed him in a way.
You want to see the difference in that?
And they weren't in the same label.
They're about the same age. They probably became friends. Game was out here like really tearing up, really crying after like Nipsey died. They're probably friends. So a lot of the new niggas, 310, Sa Baby, that nigga is in high school. Why Tiger? That nigga Tiger is not talking about no high schooler, bro.
So Game pulled up on Nipsey when he was on the block, bro. Like he was just out there like passing out mixtapes.
Exactly. Mixtapes in his trunk.
It wasn't necessarily friends.
No, but when
you know what I mean?
But when did the cosign happen? Before they became friends, or after they became friends?
Based on how I heard Nipsey talk about it, he was like, yo, Chuck would always be looking out. You know what I mean? He was cool. I don't know if they were friends.
They probably became friends in the process.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that they were tight like that.
He probably listened to his music.
I'm just saying that's an example.
Yeah, I know.
I would like to see
I can only respond to your example though, right? So to ask additional questions, when did the cosign actually happen? Or was it only Nipsey became big and then he started talking about, oh yeah, I've been known Game?
Nah, I
don't think so.
It was before. It was like Bullets Ain't Got No Names, that era. Like in his mixtape era. Before he...
Game shouted Nipsey out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And connected him with the right people. You know what I mean? Like he was... This is before he even had to. You know what I mean?
Who did he connect him with? And Nipsey stayed independent.
I'm not sure exactly who he connected with.
That's all I'm asking, because what exactly is putting on for somebody who's in the industry? Because a lot of these niggas should not get put on by these other niggas, because you're just gonna end up in the same trap. A lot of these motherfuckers in Atlanta don't go nowhere. They don't go anywhere. They're big for half a second. Every now and then they break through. You have the little babies. You have the Gunners. But again,
I think they broke through and found a niche. I think a lot of these like the little babies, Gunna,
I named them as exceptions to the rules.
But did they not get put on?
I named them as exceptions to the rules.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that they got put on and they're exceptions because they found their niche and they had something actually
Yeah, but I'm
I
saying
guess I'm more so asking, is that what you're
there's
saying?
like hundreds of Atlanta artists that we see pop up and then disappear tomorrow.
But yeah, but didn't something have to be different about like these niggas that are out now that we hear about?
Young Thug.
Something have to be different about
Young
them?
Thug knew Baby. Young Thug knew Gunna. He knew them. It wasn't random niggas.
Yeah, he had been trying to get
it was,
Baby
hey,
and
I need to
Gunna
get
to
Baby
rap.
out the fucking
Yeah, out the
streets.
street, yeah.
So I'm going to pay him to be in the studio.
You're right.
So that's all I'm asking. I feel like there's a lot.
Yeah, even like West Coast artists, it was like you brought up Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator put on his whole crew.
A whole crew.
Now all of them niggas is like producing. Sid is doing all of this other stuff. Taco don't even do music, but he a DJ now. I'm like,
True.
So I think that's a stereotypical trope in music. Like Atlanta puts everybody on. Why can't LA do that? But I think we just ignore all the people that pop out from LA because they're not the stereotypical LA artists that we've grown accustomed to. But there's more popping LA people than Atlanta people, in my opinion. But again, that might be a discussion or argument for another day.
That's debatable.
I think
That's
LA
debatable.
music is a lot more diverse than a lot of the Atlanta music scene. It's kind of it's hip hop, but it's a certain kind of type of hip hop. I'm not saying that Future is the same as Young Thug or Young Thug is the same as Lil Baby. I'm not saying that, but it's all kind of the same type of hip hop versus Doja Cat, Tyler the Creator, Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, Vince Staples. Like literally all of these people, I just named like 7 people. They're all different type of artists and they all have songs together.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Doja Cat, but like Doja Cat just, she's kind of an enigma in my opinion sometimes.
For sure.
She a
doing her
little
own
different.
shit. She doing her own
She a little
shit.
different, but like all of these artists have built up each other and like got to know each other and been friends with each other. I wouldn't have never thought that Tyler the Creator and Schoolboy Q would have been cool until I went to 2016 Camp Vlog and saw how cool they was. I was like, wait, these niggas really is cool. You know, he's on Tyler's album.
You know what I just realized? I think I was making it very specific to like a lot of the traffic rappers. You know, like the Drakeo, the Rulers.
Draco,
Yeah, Draco, my bad.
R.I.P.
Them type of niggas, man. Like, I feel like it's them type of niggas that are just, they're hot locally. We
They
know
coasting.
them, but nobody else does.
Like One Take J.
One take, exactly.
Ehizoje was just on Schoolboy Q's project. So
All them type of
So
niggas.
it's just an example right there.
Okay.
If you want to get put on,
Whose project you said?
Ehizoje was on Schoolboy Q's.
Okay.
Yeah, shout.
Yeah.
Great song. I think it was called Movie.
Am I tripping or he just released the album?
Blue Lips here.
Yeah,
One of the
Blue
best
Lips.
albums of the year.
And he releasing another one or no?
I don't know about that.
He probably gonna chill now.
Yeah. But
It was definitely Blue Lips I was thinking of.
I mean, it's industry games. A lot of it. This is how I like compare the music industry. I compare it to sports, where you'll hear from the media, "Hey, so and so is a bad teammate. So and so is a cancer in the locker room," and then you'll talk to somebody and be like, "DeMarcus Cousins, that's my guy. That's the best guy." Russell Westbrook, that's the best teammate I ever had. I don't know what they're talking about, and it's just narratives that people like to play on. And it's just like, all right,
front office.
you gotta take shit with a grain of salt sometimes. Like you gotta see like, oh, they're trying to push a narrative to put somebody else down to lift somebody else up, and it's just like, all right, let's just listen to the music and see what happens.
Also, I think people forget how artist development worked back in the days before like social media. People be getting like the pipeline of TikTok or Twitter or just get popular and you become a famous artist. That has been happening a lot. Even like somebody like Megan Thee Stallion, she did get popular off of Twitter, if we're gonna be real. Social media is the reason why I ain't gonna say she has a career because she is talented. I love Megan. I'm not sitting here just ain't saying nothing bad about her, but without social media, I wouldn't have heard her music at all. I wouldn't have heard her freestyles. So like these artists probably are where they're supposed to be. It's just gonna take a minute. The journey to getting up there ain't gonna be a week. It's gonna be some years. Like that's why you hear about these artists that be like songwriters for like 10, 15 years, and then you see that they a new artist like that. What's her name? Moni Long. She been writing songs for a long time, a long ass time, and she's just now getting credit for
Pumping out
what
pop hits for a minute.
for other people. But now she's just now taking control of her own career. And I'm not saying that other people is like her, but just in general, artist development is a real thing that people should take serious.
Yeah, a lot of times these younger artists are getting robbed of that because they're literally developing before our eyes.
And you want to be on social media
like
too
Ice
much.
Spice. So
Ice Spice puts out good music. I don't care what y'all think. Just because
I'm just talking about her stage presence and everything. It was a little shaky
I think it's
at
getting
first,
better.
but she's gotten
it's
way
getting better.
Same was Lotto's. Same was Lotto's. But I mean, we don't, again, with the social media thing, we don't see
Lotto
it.
got schooled though.
Lotto
with Jermaine Dupri, right?
Yeah, she
I feel
was
like
on the rap game.
She was on the rap game. I feel like she was schooled before all this.
Her stage presence wasn't that good.
We're talking about stage presence.
Her stage presence wasn't that good.
We're talking about stage presence. So when Lotto first started like doing shows, especially I think the iconic one, not iconic, but the infamous one was the BT Hip Hop Awards. She came out, she was out of breath. She was out of shape. It was a lot of negativity on the timeline in regards to like how she was performing. So that's why I said kind of like Lotto as well. So I was just agreeing with your point. Okay. But I do know the rap game. Watch that shit from season 1. Shout out to Lotto. But yeah, I mean, my main point was going to be a lot of times with social media, how it is now, we see these artists from the beginning that we did not see before. We don't know what Jay-Z's first show looked like.
Right.
But we know what Forbat's first show looks like. So a lot of times we don't see these big artists, or what used to happen, we don't see these big artists until after they blow up. But now, because of social media, because of TikTok, because of Twitter, we're seeing them literally from their rookie year up till they finally hit that All-Star game. Like, remember when they...
For their first single,
remember
they didn't
when
even drop the album, just their first single.
They ain't even dropped the single yet. It's a snippet in the background of TikTok.
It could be that even.
It's a snippet.
But when Dame what?
I was just going to make a comparison to the NBA. Like, Dame, he was cool his first year. I think he won Rookie of the Year. But it was like, all right, solid.
Kobe
solid,
gave him the nod, yeah.
Solid.
It's cold.
But he not making All-Star game, though.
No, that.
Like, it is a little different. Yeah. And then the next year, knocked Houston out. It was like, ooh, he got hit on his hands. Hold on, let's see.
Parsons, yeah.
And then next thing you know, overnight, it was literally like every year we're expecting Dame Lillard to be at the All-Star game now. It wasn't overnight. It took a grind to get him to that level where it's all like, yeah, no, that's a mainstay. He deserves that spot. Yeah. So I think that's we miss that a lot of times. That there's a disconnect with music now versus back then, where hey, let's hear how these artists develop over time. Let's not put it out like a judgment too early. Forbat's just put out his project. Yeah, wasn't the greatest.
It's okay.
I can't really get into his music, to be honest. I don't know why.
The music is very he's sliding into a niche, right?
For sure.
It sounds like it's like Bryson Tiller, but PG-13 Bryson Tiller.
I wouldn't call it
Bryson Tiller.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it Bryson Tiller.
What's the dude? Brent Fayez. That's his name. It was Brent Fayez.
Yeah, probably close.
It's not the same, but I'm just saying it just reminds me of it.
I hear you. Probably
my bad.
Subject.
No, it's cool. But
it was a bit aggressive.
But yeah, I can see similarities to Brent. I wouldn't say PG-13 just because he literally has a song called "Fucking You" on his project. But I would just say in regards to what's behind him, you would expect it to sound a lot bigger than it was.
Yeah, this nigga got a Kanye and a Drake feature. He gotta have all type of.
I mean,
I don't know where this nigga came from.
And I actually didn't like that Drake feature. That's the crazy part.
So he came from nothing. Like he was just a nigga in Dallas making music in his room. He was living with his parents. He got broken up with.
Okay.
Made a song, put it out, started going viral on Twitter. Made a video with the hanging mic, went ultra viral. Started getting label connections. And that's essentially the TikTok, the Twitter got him connected to Drake and Ye because they heard it. They're all like, yo, this shit's fire. Let's hop on it because he's a young rising artist. So it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, we're seeing these artists at the beginning. So I'm not going to go and be like, oh, this shit's trash. I'm going to be like, this your first project? This is pretty solid. I can't wait to hear what you have next. Biggest example of that, Jaden Smith. When he first dropped, I think I was in high school. Nigga had to be like 14, 15. I listened to his first project, The Cool, Volume 1. That shit was ass. But
I don't know if I remember it.
I'm sorry,
But
I wasn't expecting that.
it was objectively it was kind of trash. But I heard the potential. I was just like, it's trash, but in a couple years, if he maintains like consistency, he keeps like working at the craft, this shit's gonna be good. Like with the money that's behind him,
Them Smith kids is talented.
like, and sure enough, eventually you finally got the Sire album.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
That was a good one.
That was good.
This shit was amazing.
I like the instrumentals.
This shit was amazing.
It's real good.
I think Willow just dropped recently.
She
too.
did.
Yeah, and
She got that
Pathogen.
song called Big Feelings.
She's locked in on
She
her
remind me
sound
of.
too.
I think it's called. The group is like Coyote something.
Yeah.
Coyote. I forget, but I have their songs on my album. That's what it remind me of. It's like I always knew that she was gonna go this route when 8. She got a song called 8, and she got a song called Truth. Those two songs, I was like, damn, this little girl knows something that we don't. This
Yeah.
little girl is talented.
And Pathogen, really good. Go listen to her NPR live concert that she did. That shit's fire too. But yeah, other than that, you guys have any other topics you want to dive in, conversate about, discuss? You want to yell at me for
I'm
anything
good.
else?
I'm crying.
Yeah.
I'm good, Chief.
So apparently Cardi B, I'm just bringing it because she's a music artist. She's scared to, not scared, but she says she's not going to release any album.
She
or
keep ducking
music.
that damn smoke, bro.
I feel like she don't got it no more.
She keep coming up with an excuse every time why she don't want to put it. She don't really have to, but it's crazy.
She don't have
She just
to.
need to stop bringing it up, though. Don't bring it
I
up.
think she was answering somebody's question.
Well, stop
But
doing that.
Don't answer.
But you already know what side I'm on. You ain't gotta drop.
She don't have to do it.
If you're an artist,
Especially you yelling at us like, girl, I didn't tell you have to release some music.
it's probably like Cardi B's an A-list superstar. I'm assuming we do not see what she sees, and I'm sure she gets added in things every day.
Oh, yeah, of course.
About her album, and sometimes eventually you gotta be like, all right, y'all, chill. Like I'm not planning on dropping. Y'all hyping this up, like y'all making it not fun, right? And we gotta remember, she's not an artist. She's a figurehead type of artist where other people are writing a majority of her stuff. So if she already has the money that she could make from it, she broke all the records she needed to break, and she doesn't really have an incentive to continue to like make music. I'm not gonna be pressed about her
like she like
dropping
Lauryn
another
Hill or
album. You said what?
I said it's not like she like Lauryn Hill and people was waiting on that album.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's really just her.
Keep waiting on Lauren.
I'm not waiting.
One thing you're gonna do with Lauren is you're gonna wait.
She can pack it up. She can stay home. I'm not waiting on her.
She did pack it up. We talking about something 20 years ago. But to go back to Cardi B, like it's really just her stan base that's looking for shit so that they could compare it to Nicki Minaj. But
Thank you.
So you feel like she don't have fans? She has
outside
Nicki
of that-
haters.
no, she has stans. Like
Yeah, sure,
those,
for sure.
Those are two stan bases.
for sure.
Both Nicki and Cardi have stans, and because they have beef,
It's a lot of people that feel like she don't really got fans. Like all her fans is just people who don't like Nicki. I don't feel like that's true.
Nah,
though.
there's other artists that you could get behind if that was the case. Like you could get behind Lotto.
And that's the thing.
Lotto got
Everybody
beef with
feel
Nicki,
like
too.
everybody feel like if you like a different female artist, it's because you don't like Nicki Minaj. It's just like Nicki Minaj is obviously like the top female rapper or whatever. I don't feel like it's nothing wrong with liking other people. In this day and age right now, I'm not bringing up like old rappers that we grew up on in like the 90s and stuff
Are you
like
saying
that.
this based off of talent or numbers? So I know how to respond.
I'm taking it off of.
Wait,
off of
no,
talent.
let her.
I was basing it.
My point.
I was like the female artists that we have out now, obviously not including like Rhapsody. Honestly, maybe not even Doja
Rhapsody
Cat.
just dropped too.
Maybe not even Doja Cat, because I firmly believe that girl can fucking rap her ass off.
I'm just asking.
That's what I'm saying, talent.
No, oh, you saying off of talent?
Off of talent.
I
I don't necessarily know if I truly.
So to your point earlier, where you were talking about Cardi stans wanting her to drop the album, I think everybody outside of Cardi stans is not waiting on Cardi B to drop no album in 2024. Nobody gives a fuck. If she just keep doing the features, we're cool with that. I'm not person. I don't know about y'all.
If she
But she keeps bringing it up and don't address this shit no more. Just put out your features. You'll be alright.
if she announced the album, I would look forward to it.
Of course, but if she keeps
again, just to reiterate, we're not Cardi B, so we don't see all the negative shit that she
But at
sees.
some point, you gonna have to get offline.
Exactly.
It is hard
Get
to
offline.
Exactly.
Like,
What did Tyler the Creator say?
That's easy to say.
What did Tyler the Creator say?
That's
all
easy.
that internet shit not fake. Put your phone down, nigga.
No, that's easy to say, but it's 2024.
No, the reason why I say that is for your mental health. You need to get away from that
No,
keyword.
I hear you. But again, it's 2024. It's almost impossible not to be online. You could turn off your phone, go outside, and somebody gonna tell you what's online. So, I mean, we could say it's one of those easier said than done. And again, we are not the biggest or one of the biggest female hip hop artists in the world. So it's easy for us to just be like, just put your phone down. The label's gonna be like, why the fuck aren't you answering? They going crazy on Twitter. Hey, you better reinstall that Instagram app.
I don't
The people wanna hear from
necessarily
you.
feel
You
like
me?
that.
So,
I feel like
that is
that's-
a part of her brand.
But I feel like
She has
that's
to do
delving
that.
into like making up scenarios. We don't necessarily know that the label was telling her to respond to people on Twitter.
That's not what I said. I said the label needs her to be on social media.
She has to interact. Exactly.
Like,
That's
okay,
a part of her
I
brand.
misunderstood
That is a part-
what you
at this
said.
point, that's a part of her
It's
brand.
almost,
No, yeah, I
it's
completely
almost mandatory.
misunderstood.
She has to.
And if she didn't, I saw Thames make a TikTok dance the other day on her
Coachella
music.
shit?
I was like, what's going on? That shit ain't no TikTok dance type music. That's not what I want to see from Thames. But she gotta do it because she's on a label.
You gotta play them games.
So it's like, it's easy for us to say on this couch, on these mics, talking to a camera with these lights on, say, hey, put the phone down, just focus on the music. But these niggas are in a totally different situation than we can even imagine. So I'm never gonna put the onus on the artist in regards to like dropping music and stuff like that.
That's one of them things that be true, but you still want to be like, man, I don't care. Like,
Yeah,
it's definitely facts. It's definitely facts, but it's still, I still be wanting to be like, man.
That's one thing I always respect about EJ too. Like, regardless of the conversation we have or whatever opinion he has of said artist, he's always gonna defend the artist and their right to do X, Y, or Z.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I've noticed that. I picked up on that. Respect.
I was about to say something about somebody, but
Yeah. I probably cut y'all off when y'all about to get into that, but it's all good. I'll get.
About Nicki Minaj?
Yeah, this has been a thing. That's why I wanted to just get my shit off because I already knew
we
where
gotta
this shit was
ask.
going.
Wait, because you
Y'all
asked
got
me
it.
that question, but I was
Y'all
trying to
got
figure
it.
out who you talking about when you comparing her to people.
no, I wasn't comparing. I just wanted to know why
Yeah,
did
I
you?
feel like Nicki is talented. I feel like she's very talented. I feel like she be doing stupid shit. But I feel like that you can't take the talent from that woman. Is she out of her prime? Yeah, I think she out of her prime.
Does she have a classic
Album or song?
album?
I don't know.
I mean,
That's
we
a
already
good
touched on- I said Pink
question.
Print.
I think Pink
Pink
Friday,
Print.
the first one, that might be.
You could listen to it today and be like,
Yeah, because I actually was just listening to it like last week, but it ain't. I just put that shit on for background noise. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if I can go with it.
what about you? Can you put Pink Friday on and enjoy it?
I like mixtape Nicki.
I thought Pink Print was the one that was the classic. I don't know. She has too many damn pinks, bro.
Pink Friday, the first one, I think, and then I don't know what Pink Print
Friday is
is.
the one that has Moment for Life on there. Classic song.
Oh yeah,
That's a classic.
that's a
song,
classic
for sure.
song.
I don't know if she has a classic album. I don't know. I'm not a Nicki fan. I don't listen to her music like that, so I can't say that.
I'm just asking questions today.
Does any of these female girls?
We need to get a
Yes.
We need to get a Nicki stand on here.
I
That's
think
what we need to do.
I think Scarlet by Doja will turn into a classic. I think Telephone by No Name is a
That
classic.
is a definite classic. I actually be forgetting about No Name.
Yeah.
I be forgetting about her, but that's my girl.
Yeah, that's the only reason I ask because I see these other artists come out with classics. I mean, you could say what you want about Cardi, the album Invasion, Privacy, that's a classic.
I guess I was comparing
It's a
Nicki to
classic.
like the artists that are like her.
All hits.
Because
no
I
misses.
wouldn't compare Nicki to a No Name.
What about Cardi?
I would compare Nicki to Cardi, and Cardi is not going anywhere near, as far as talent wise, near Nicki. I'm sorry.
What album does Nicki have that's better than Invasion of Privacy?
'Cause it's all hits, no misses on that track.
Right, it's literally
Yeah,
all
but
hits.
it's also
Woo-hoo-wee.
it is hits. It is hits. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's debatable, but
I'm not
I
even
still
a
feel
big-
like
I'm not even a
the
big
reason
Cardi
why
fan.
I'm not
Yeah,
even a big
I'm
I'm not
saying
a big neither one of them fan. If we be real, I did enjoy
Same.
Invasion of Privacy. It was so good, especially Bickenhead. I really like that song.
But
YG.
I still feel like
Oh yeah, that's why.
Nicki has longevity over Cardi. Cardi can come out and maybe put a cool, decent feature. I don't think she can carry another album.
I think the longevity stems more from there being a lack of female artists in the era that Nicki came out in versus actually her being better than a lot of these other female artists. Because the moment that other female artists got introduced in the hip hop space, it became clear that Nicki would not be able to keep up with some of them when it comes to just lyrically. Now, if you want to go the pop angle, I do think she is like a pop star, and you can never take that away from her.
I think Doja's beating her in that.
There you go. I'm not going to disagree. I'm actually would double down on that. That's just another artist who can do what Nicki does, but a lot better, and she could do what Nicki can't. So that's only when people like bring up like talent, and there's so many other options like available, especially now that we've seen like the product of some of these other artists. That's my only pushback when it comes to like Nicki being at the top. But I will say she is the top pop star out of all the female rappers. I don't think anyone got to be on that. And
I'll say she too. Because I'm putting Doja over her just for pop. Because like she got on that Say So remix and I was like, what the fuck is this?
yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. That shit was trash. Only because Nicki was on it. I didn't like it.
Y'all got any other topics?
No, I'm good. Chief.
I'm good.
Y'all got any hot takes?
I have no hot takes.
Oh,
Honestly.
You got a hot take?
I actually don't.
I'm shocked actually. I thought you would have like 10.
You know what? I feel like I came here with like 87, and it dwindled down.
And it dwindled down to 0?
Yeah.
Within, what
Maybe
we been recording for an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Hour 52.
Woo!
All right, so
87.
no more hot takes. So we're gonna go into Pass the Aux. We're gonna start off with Angie. What song did you choose? What's the artist name?
Doja Cat. Acknowledge me.
Welcome to the camp. I hide my face and run far away. I get crazy, angsty when you get under my skin. The power it takes to make me cry that way, baby. I hate me when you get under my skin.
Another glass broke the other glass. Technically it wasn't me, I'm sober now. You get all in the mood when it's overcast. I get all in the mood when it's overcast. I'm over that, you notice that. Other couples be cussing and fighting over tabs. Baby, take another tab, come and hold my ass. Don't you ever in your life call me Doja Cat. I don't sign titties on my coffee dates. I emptied out your motherfucking coffee, mate. I can show you crazy if you call me cray. Ate a pussy for you, don't you call me gay. You out here acting like you slipping on some Cardi Ray, Cartier on you, but you barking like you Cardi Bay. You ain't stupid, but you probably ain't as smart as me. I told the concierge to change the lock for the apartment key.
I hide my face and run far away. I get crazy, angsty when you get under my skin. The power it takes to make me cry that way, baby. I hate me when you get under my skin.
I stopped pouting, I stopped crying. The chef made breakfast, check the center island. DHL package came, I don't have to sign it. The toilet seats popping open when I walk by them. Put it to bed, close the blackouts. You wouldn't treat your mama like that in a black house. Hats off to that, I can't cap now. Admit you hate seeing me with all them plaques now. Security around the clock, you gotta back down and put the bag down. Turn your ass round. Now that you got it front and center, face the facts now. This what you get for leaving bitches in the background. Quote, bitches. End quote.
I
me cry that way, baby. I hate me when you.
Okay, that's Acknowledge Me by Doja Cat.
Shout out to Doja Cat. All right, Henndawg, what you got for us, man?
Yo. Yeah, so I had to keep it West Coast with it. Kaylin, for real. Everybody, you know, it's good ride music. Let's check it out.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
Hey, bloods, crips, hoes, pimps, thugs, strips, niggas, bitches, everybody. Hey, bloods, crips, hoes, pimps, thugs, strips, niggas, bitches, everybody. Everybody got a homie that's a blood, got a homie that's a crip, got a homie that's a bitch, got a homie that's a pimp, got a homie that's a trick, got a homie that whip pussy, got a homie pussy whip. Everybody got a homie fresh than a bitch. Everybody got a home girl that fucked the whole clique. Everybody I came with got a switch on they blick. Every bitch I fuck thick, every bitch I fuck rich. Every watch I got cost a brick. Everybody with me wearing red. Every time she see me she get wet and I slip. Every time I sit courtside I take a pic, cause I got on that shit. Every whip costs $100. Every bitch one link has some fun, young. Everybody wants some money, young. Hey, strapped all these niggas car seats, they my son, young. Everybody bloods, crips, hoes, pimps, thugs, strips, niggas, bitches. Everybody. Hey, bloods, crips, hoes, pimps, thugs, strips, niggas, bitches. Everybody. Hey, everybody step with it. Yeah, left with it, yeah, right with it, yeah, alright. Everybody step with it, yeah, left with it, yeah, right with it, yeah. Hey, bloods, crips, they gon' like this. Niggas, bitches, they gon' slide with it. Hoes, pimps, we outside with it, left with it, right with it. Let me do my vibe with it. Bloods, crips, hoes, pimps, thugs, strips, niggas, bitches, everybody. Hey, bloods, crips, hoes, pimps, thugs, strips, niggas, bitches, everybody.
That was Kaylin, for real. Everybody from his project, Make the West Great Again. West Coast shit, man.
Shout out to Kaylin, for real. All right, so mine, a relatively new artist. They go by the name of Internet Girl. The song is called Pull Up.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
Well, I might be. That kid just put up on your. They like me. It's okay, cause I'm better than ya. Yeah, I'm celibate shit. Yeah, I'm celebration. Well, I might be. Black kid can just pull up on ya. Take your shit, flip it for 100. Yeah, they all so embarrassed. Black kids in this corner, 100. Why they plan on the next with the fuck? I've been making so much money from this shit. White girls get the better of a nigga. Like I'm lemonade. I'm switch on them niggas like I'm Charlene. Can't talk to them bad about this shit. Me, my brothers, I know this shit. But my ego is big, how I tell them I'm done with this shit. Well, I might be. Black kid can just pull up on ya. They don't like me. It's okay, cause I'm better than ya. Yeah, I'm celibate shit. Yeah, I'm celebration. Well, I might be. Black kid can just pull up on ya.
Pressure, too much pressure.
Okay, what's nice for the boys, Let the limits on the plane.
Yeah, that's Internet Girl. Called Pull Up. South African group or duo. I can't really remember right now, but yeah, we talked about a lot of topics, a lot of discourse, some arguments, a little yelling, but it's all good. We kept it real, which is all that really matters. So you guys know I end the episode the same time the same way.
Same way, yes.
Every time. So keep it real. All time. And all time. Keep it real. Yerk.
You're listening to
The Real Life Shit.
The Real Life Shit.
The Real Life Shit.
The Real Life Shit podcast.
Hey, it's that real life shit, nigga.